Hi, I am Nishtha. Welcome back to our video of Odoo Multi-Vendor Marketplace. In our previous video, we had discussed a brief introduction about Odoo Multi-Vendor Marketplace. Today in this video, we'll check the setup and the configuration of this module as per the requirement. So what to wait? Let's dive into the workflow. But before that, make sure to subscribe to our channel and tap the notification bell to stay updated with the latest content. Here, as you can see, we are on the Odoo backend panel, and with the help of email and the password, we're going to log in. On the left hand side, there is the option of home menu. Click on settings. Then navigate towards the marketplace option. Here we can set up or configure the module. Like the first, we have auto approval settings. If you enable this seller approval, then the seller request will automatically get approved. Product approval, if you enable this, then the seller's product will automatically get approved without any approval. Quantity approval, if enabling this, then the seller's product quantity update will automatically get approved without any approval. There we have the other settings like product terms, payment terms, mail notifications and the website. So in the product terms, we have the internal category. All the marketplace products will belong to defined internal category which you will going to choose from the drop down. Warehouse location, you can set the default warehouse location from there. Product pricing, if you enable this, then the sellers can add an advanced pricing for their products. Units of measures, enabling this, then the sellers can set different units of measures for their different products. Enable seller shop, if you want to allow your seller to manage their shop, you can enable this. The next we have payment terms. Here you can add the commission in the percentage, how much commission you want. Marketplace currency, you can choose the marketplace currency, in which currency the seller will get the payment. Amount limit, how much amount the seller can request at a time. In between how many days the seller can request for the another payment. You can mention the number of days there. Seller payment journal, seller payment product. The next we have mail notifications. In the mail notifications, you can enable or disable these options for the admin and the seller. Like in these activity, the seller or the admin want to receive a mail or not, like on new seller request, on seller approval rejection, on product approval rejection, and on new orders. The next we have website. In the website, you can configure the website that how it will going to represent on the website or on the front end. So first of all, you have to choose the website which you want to configure from there. And if you want to allow or add marketplace to your website, so you can just check this box. The next we have website. Here we have the options. Like if you enable or disable these options, it will accordingly present on the website. Product count, sale count, seller address, seller sends, return policy, shipping policy, seller shop terms and conditions, contact seller button, recently added products, and become a seller button. The next we have seller review settings. If you enable this, then you can display seller review on the website and auto publish seller review. If you enable this, then the seller's review will automatically get published on the website without any approval. Marketplace landing page settings. Here you can manage the marketplace landing settings like header seller menu, footer seller menu, sellers list. The next we have landing page settings. From there you can manage the landing page settings like sell link label, seller list link label, seller shop list link label. You can write down the label name here for the landing page. The next we have seller messages. Here you can customize the messages for new status, for pending status. Seller review settings, you can customize the review feedback message from there. Sell landing page banner. Here you can add a new landing page banner for your website. The next we have marketplace terms and conditions. If you want that the terms and conditions will going to visible to your customers, so you can just check this box. So like this, you can manage your website from there and configure it accordingly. This is how you can configure or set up your module from there. So this is how you can set up and configure the Odoo Multi-Vendor Marketplace. In our upcoming video, we'll show you how you can manage the seller onboarding. Found this video insightful? Do press the like button and share reviews in the comment section below. Got a question for this? Reach us at support@webpool.com or raise a ticket at webpool.uwithis.com. See you all in the next one. Till then, thanks for watching. Stay tuned.